Hello and good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on the UBC Lunchtime News this 15th day of October 2021. My name is Wadulo Arnold and we welcome you. We're broadcasting live from Nile Avenue Broadcast House. Now to bring you into our fresh stories this afternoon, religious leaders from 6 Anglican dioceses in Buganda have also joined the campaign to train and educate communities on the importance of leaders from Luwero. Now these leaders from Luwero actually are Mityana, Central Buganda and West Buganda, Namirembe and Mukono rolled out the campaign at Namukozi, Mityana Diocese in the training supported by Ndeje University.
And also it is aimed at fighting indiscriminative cutting of trees in order to get firewood and also to burn charcoals, which has a very big negative impact on our climate. So by teaching people to use
university, we have been here on a training seminar whereby we are introducing ladies and gentlemen and later the youth how to make briquettes from waste, how to recycle waste into biofuels, to use in homes, to use in institutions of learning, in hotels and other areas. This is just one of the first sessions we have had. The other sessions will include introducing skills in modern agriculture, in renewable energy, in water safety, and
Bunyoro Chitara Kingdom's Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Johnson Byaruhanga, has moved a motion for the adoption of the Kingdom's Land Policy 2021. The Prime Minister for Bunyoro Chitara Kingdom, Andrew Byakutaga, says that the lack of a land policy for the Kingdom has caused land wrangles on the Kingdom's land, including Bugoma, where some people claim that the land belongs to them. In another development, Kawempe North Member of Parliament Mohammed Sejirinya has been slapped with new charges of inciting violence by the state. These new charges were read to him this morning at Buganda Road Magistrates Court before Grade 1 Magistrate Dorin Olgu Karunji. Prosecution alleges that the said offences were committed online by the accused using his Facebook page. Mohammed Sejirinya appeared via video conferencing at the court.
Incitement to violence contrary to Section 51, subsection 1 of the Penal Code Act. It is alleged that you, Sejirinya Muhammad, alias Mr. Update, between the months of August and September 2020, in the Kampala district, you made statements on your Facebook page, Sejirinya Muhammad fans page. You calculated to incite the public to participate in violence against some section or group of Ugandan population. To wit, I am warning those who are trying to assassinate Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. What will happen will be 40 times worse than the 1994 Rwandan genocide. Is it true? It's not true.
It's a plea of not guilty entered. It's adjourned to the 29th of October. It's 29th available with you?
It's available, Your Worship.
So adjourn to the 29th of October for formation and for bail application.
Much obliged, Your Worship.
The accused person is remanded up to the 29th of October.
Charges were read to him, which he pleaded not guilty to. But the gist of the charges, they say that through his Facebook page, Sajid Muhammad Fans page, he warned all those people that are intending to assassinate or kill Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, that what will happen to them will be 40 times worse than what happened in the Rwanda genocide. And the state is saying that those statements were inciting the public to cause violence against a certain group of population. It has informed the court that the police file is not even here and they are still investigating. So the case has been adjourned to 29th October 2021 for bail application and for further mention.
The National Social Security Fund is considering to pay the proposed 20% midterm access in a staggered manner, since it has no money available for the lump sum payments if Parliament passes the NSSF Amendment Bill. The NSSF MP Richard Byarugaba told the Parliamentary Committee of Gender that Savers money was borrowed to Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda and the government of Uganda in long-term investments.
While considering the amendments in the National Social Security Fund Bill, members of the Parliamentary Committee on Gender have learned that NSSF has no money ready to pay immediately if the law is passed to provide for 20% midterm access of savers who clock 45 years and have saved for 10 years. The NSSF Managing Director Richard Byarugaba told the committee that they will need enough grace period to mobilize funds.
Without the law, we will be paying out 938 billion shillings this year. As a result of the new law, we'll be paying out an additional 900 billion shillings, which will bring the total to 1.8 trillion shillings that we need to pay out this year. That is equivalent to over 10% of the fund.
Byarugaba also told the committee that savers' money was borrowed to East African countries through buying treasury bonds, which are long-term investments, because they didn't anticipate this amendment in a short period of time. 7.6 trillion was invested in Uganda, 2.7 trillion in Kenya, 1.4 trillion in Tanzania, and 28 billion in Rwanda. Currently, NSSF, which collects shillings 125 billion a month, is worth 15.6 trillion, and they have been paying out 938 billion annually to savers who clock age limit. But with the new amendment, 20% of the intended beneficiaries is equivalent to 902 billion shillings, and this, according to NSSF, stretches the potential total payout up to 1.8 trillion annually, which is 10% of the fund. There is also fear that the 20% midterm access may cause inflation.
As you know, our fund is invested in long-term investments, and therefore getting all this money out at the same time would have a detrimental effect. One, it would have a detrimental effect on the fund itself, because we don't have these assets and liquidity waiting there to be paid out. Secondly, we do not have the money that is going to be paid out is paid out to individuals, and because it's not significant in the scheme of things, it could lead to inflation, especially if the money is not big for people to reinvest in other big projects. So we think that we can handle the payment of the benefits, definitely, but it would have to be done in a staggered manner. And I believe that the clause that has been included within the Act, which allows the minister to come up with a statutory instrument that will regulate how we pay out this money, is so important. So at the end of the day, definitely the money will be paid out.
If you have the figures and you know the number of people that are credible to getting payments as and when they need to, then why do you keep saying you don't have money as an SSF? I have seen the figures there. But if you plan properly, as you have shown us clearly that you can plan and cater to these people, then why should that be a question of not having enough money?
You said you should go, you politicians and others, educate the people about the benefits. But I'm employing you to do that for me. How far have you gone?
In August, President Museveni cleared workers to have midterm access to National Social Security Fund savings and directed the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development to make changes to the bill and return it for consent. Bernard Higa, UBC News.
And that takes us for a short commercial break. We'll return with business after these messages. Stay tuned.
My home, I smile when I think of you, Uganda. My home. My home, I dance when I look at you, Uganda. My home, oh my Uganda.
I know with you I'll always stay forever. I know, because I feel that we belong together. My home, under the sun so bright, under the moon at night, on my heart, mommy, oh my Uganda.
Hey, mama.
At MTN, we look forward to starting another exciting journey together to grow our home, Uganda.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, together with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, the National Agriculture Research Organization, and partners will host this year's World Food Day commemoration at National Agriculture Research Laboratories in Kawanda on Saturday, 16th of October 2021 under the theme, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, a Better Environment, and a Better Life. The National World Food Day event is by invite only, but the public can join the activities on TV and on social media using hashtag World Food Day. Remember that every year, 1/3 of all food is lost or wasted. When we waste food, we also waste the labor, energy, and previous resources used to produce it. To feed everyone, we need to transform the way we grow and consume food. Let's start today. Eat local, eat seasonal, and eat sustainably to safeguard our future food. Our actions, our future.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial *149*10# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *149*10*5#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *149*10# to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
It's no secret that ICT makes learning easy.
The strides made in our field couldn't be possible without it.
And now we can watch our favorite show.
My radio is my best friend.
UCC provides an enabling regulatory environment and policy guidance for healthy competition. We also facilitate ease of doing business in the communications sector through licensing, standardization, spectrum management, tariff regulation, rural communication development, and consumer empowerment. An informed consumer is an empowered consumer. UCC supports local content and innovations. Driving the development of a robust communication sector in Uganda is Uganda Communications Commission.
vaccinated today so we can get closer to the normal way of life. Echa COVID-19 chija kugwa.
Beyond Beauty Parlor and Spa, your beautification destination. We believe in suitable beauty. We offer pedicure and manicure, makeup, hairstyling, plating, weaving, dreadlocks, massage, waxing, facial and body scrub, name it. We also offer additional services like honeymoon packages, hiring venues, and vehicles for brides and grooms. Training interns from different beauty schools. We are located on Uganda House, ground floor 5. Call to book for your appointment on 0702 645 015 or 0414 696 229. You can WhatsApp us on 0752 645 005. Email us beyondbeautyparlor@yahoo.com.
Back, you're still watching the UBC News tonight. Actually, lunchtime news. I don't know how I got to manage to confuse that, but hey, in business, Airtel Uganda has rolled out a graduate management training program aimed at skilling youth, where 10 successful candidates will have an opportunity to work with the company. Now, this initiative serves as a joint pilot program by Airtel and other institutions of higher learning to address youth unemployment due to the skills gap. Now, through this, the initiative Airtel Uganda aims to address youth unemployment caused by the skills gaps.
There is a lot of technological advancements. Now, when we compare, when we go out to look for talent to bring into the organization, we find that for some of the roles, because we have so many new roles that are also led by the technological advancements, led by the demands from the customer. And these are roles that didn't exist before. So we have had to create new roles. And so finding people in the market who can fit in the roles becomes a bit of a challenge, and also because of the academic programs that we have today. So for us to be able to bridge that gap, we've decided, let's do the training. Let's provide some training and then build mass. And hopefully over time, as we get into this, we'll be able to build those skills that are required.
Airtel Uganda expects to graduate the training program to work as one of their employer uptake channels in the long run. Wadulo, Arnold, UBC News. And on the international scene, China will set up an innovation center for global sustainable transportation. Chinese President Xi Jinping had told an international conference on Thursday, according to the state broadcaster CCTV. Speaking via video link at the opening of the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Transport held in Beijing, Xi called for more development of smart transportation and smart logistics by using more big data, artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. CGTN has more on the story.
This year, representatives from more than 150 countries, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and China's President Xi Jinping delivered speeches.
We must follow the general trend of international development, promote cooperation in transportation, and write a new chapter in infrastructure connectivity, trade and investment, and communication among civilizations.
Xi says 3 things that can help countries achieve mutual benefits are openness, inclusiveness, and interconnectedness.
China's direction toward developing a more open economy will not change. Its determination to promote and facilitate free trade and investment will not change. China's door will only open wider and wider, and it will never be closed.
Xi also announced China's plans to set up an international center for innovations in sustainable transport. The United Nations defines sustainable transport as services and infrastructure that can mobilize people and goods in a safe, accessible, efficient, and resilient manner, while minimizing carbon footprint and other environmental impacts.
And in the world of sports, Uganda's baseball and softball associations have completed a month of activity during which the men's baseball All-Stars Championship and the women's softball tournament took center stage. Both tournaments hosted AVR schools in Nachirembe and attracted more than 150 players from whom the association plans to forge ahead. These are the details.
I want to say first that Uganda is the second country in Africa in baseball and softball. And now we are in softball. We are going to select what brought us here to make this All-Stars Championship to get the best players who can represent Uganda to Africa and other parts of the world. That's the best. And we are going to select the best players. And with these players, we can have a camp sometime to come very soon and do deep training. With this deep training, we are going to start facing other countries like Kenya very soon. We shall be playing with them. And countries like Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Nigeria, all those countries are playing softball and baseball. So our goal is to train our people so that we may get the cream, which cream can go and face the world.